Hey, Carly. Cute. I was like, what are those? They're so small on my screen. The cute little flowers. How's everybody? Wow, the queen is here. Hey, Rachel. How's everyone doing? That's okay. Oh, food poisoning. No. Oh, I'm so sorry. That sucks. You didn't miss much. We kind of just fumbled through it in the meeting, trying to figure out the best format for it. So it was a learning experience. I'm good. I'm glad that you're okay now, Carly, but that really sucks. Ian's good. He's traveling for work. He's on his flight keeps getting delayed, so he'll be home later today, hopefully. And the cats are good. It's officially summer for me. No, we have tons of letters still, Carly, for the Billadell letters. We have tons of letters left to transcribe. They're not done. Yeah. Well, it isn't really a fun travel. It's just work. But it definitely breaks up the week for him. Oh, your kids finish next Wednesday. That's late. You have more time off during the school year, though, right? I'm pretty sure I remember that you have, your kids had like a longer Easter break or Christmas break. So that's probably why, but that stinks. And maybe there's different requirements, too, in Ireland for how many school days. Okay, definitely, Carly, feel free. I'm going to make a list on the Discord of, like, research topics that we can each kind of pick and choose from. And I uploaded another year's worth. We have so many letters to do. I have to actually like take pictures of all of them too, which takes forever. So I uploaded 1929. I'll put that on there that like we need people to transcribe it and then people to research the people and places inside. And then I think when we do our meetings, we'll do more of like a show and tell instead of trying to research together. Maybe just like share what we've found. So I don't know. We're gonna. Yes, that's probably why, Carly. There were a couple of years up there, and they were pretty much all done. Erin was like awesome and transcribed most of them. I think 1927 isn't done unless someone went in and did that yesterday. Yeah, I know. So I'll try to keep up with you guys and like upload them quicker. But it's a good problem. We're so eager. But there's definitely like. Even if people have transcribed them already, there's a list all the way to the right with research points. So if you ever wanted to go in there and just like look up a few things, feel free. I'll try to put some more guidance in the Discord about how we should do it so that we can keep it organized. But we're just kind of learning as we go. It's a new format. Hey, Kate. So we finished all of those little autograph pages that Jelena had sent me. I sent her an email today with a link to that Google slide, so she'll be very happy. And I told her that if she wants to send us any more, we'd be happy to look at them. So that's been a cool way to start off the lives with just a couple of those. But we're going to jump right into Ralph in March now because he stopped writing in February of 1904 on February 23rd. And didn't start writing again until March. And then in March of 1904, we only have not many pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 days in March he wrote. And then that's it for 1904. Then we have a couple of months of 1907 where he used the same diary, but he started writing in 1907. So it must have been like he stopped writing in 1904, didn't pick it up again for a while, and then came back in 1907. So, let's finish off 1904. We'll definitely get into 1907 today, too. Anything else? Was there any other updates? Oh, I have to write on my notes. I want to email the woman who I had connected with a long time ago, a descendant of George's, Ralph's wife. She is willing to take the diaries when we're finished with them, but I have to it's been a long time, so I got to connect with her again and make sure she still wants them and figure out an address and everything, but these diaries should have a home to go to. Yeah, so that's on my list. When I first reached out to her, I was like, it's gonna be a while, because we were only on like the second or third diary or something, and now look at us. Okay. And then an update for the diary detectives. I still haven't heard back from anybody about the Phoebus diaries, so I think I'm sending those back to Maria. That one, sorry, it's not multiple, it's 5 years, but, or more than 5 years, but it's a 5-year diary. So I sent out a bunch of messages to people and never heard anything back, so. Hi, little Bort. Where does she live? She lives, I think, in Iowa. If I remember right, she was still in Iowa. That's how I ended up finding people, is I went on to the Facebook page of one of the towns that Georgia's family was from, and they connected me with this woman. And actually, there's a couple of people from the family, so I'm going to send digital copies to anybody else who like doesn't get the physical ones. But we never really found anyone from Ralph's family. We haven't dug too deep, so maybe I should also... I haven't been doing as much research at all, but we should, just for like good measure, look into Ralph's descendants. He didn't have any kids. Georgia didn't have any kids with him, so we won't find a direct line, but maybe one of his brothers and sisters. I feel like maybe we did reach out to someone a long time ago, but didn't hear back. But we should just double check to be sure, because a lot of these diaries are just him, not Georgia, so I'm sure they would be interested too. All right, without further ado, here we go. March 5th, still in 1904. Got up at 6:30. He's working on building a dam, or maybe not building a dam, but planning the dam. You have some stuff for your great aunts. Oh, cool. Oh, hold on. You're, I think, talking about something. No. Oh, we have to find a new, better diary of Ralph's. Yeah. Oh, diary birthday. Yay. Hi, Hannah. Hold on. Here comes the diary birthday. Spectacular. Happy diary birthday. Such a special thing. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, happy belated diary birthday, Hannah. That's sad when he skips the DBD. Love it. That's sad when he skips your birthday, or when it's like the most boring day ever on your diary birthday. Okay, got up at 6:30. HBDBD. Happy belated diary birthday. Worked till 3 p.m. and walked 4 miles. And took 350 CRINP, that's a train line, to Waterloo, Georgia. Why can't I spell Georgia? Met me at train. May Phillips also came on this train. Do we find her? We'll look that up after. After supper, we 3 went downtown. And I got a pair of shoes. Came back at 9. Talked till 10 and went to bed. They didn't play flinch. Let's see if May Phillips. Not in this diary. It sounds familiar. Not in 1903. We also read a 1906 one, let's see. Didn't we? Yeah. How about... I swear. I mean, there was another May. Maybe not. you're just going nuts. There's too many diaries. Hold on. Searching all of them. I thought he said bathe till 10. That would be a long bath. Well, I don't know. Yeah, that would be... Came back at 9 and bathed till 10. An hour-long bath. May. What? Okay, what about in Georgia's? Maybe it was all the way back in 1895. I know there's a May, but maybe... May Osborne. Okay, let me look up Phillips. No Phillips. No Phillips. None. I know there's a Professor Phillips, which is probably all of these. Professor. Yep. Okay, well. Unless it's Professor Phillips. Okay. Well, there's no May Phillips. So we could look her up. They went to Waterloo, so May Phillips is from Waterloo. Oh, thank you. I went out with my friend today to do a little antique shopping, and I tried to dress cute, so thank you. Okay, now I need to search. It's like minimize. I don't like this screen. Makes everything a little different. Alright, we're gonna say she's probably the same age as Georgia. May Phillips, Waterloo, Iowa. And when was Georgia born? I need to get rid of all these old AI pictures that we made of their wedding. Just choose one to keep or put them somewhere else. I'm trying to just find the page that's just her page. Here. 1878. I ended up finding a new relative from Ancestry. He reached out to me, and I'm going to send him some pictures of my family, some old pictures. I'm excited. He's done more research than me, too. He had, like, better records, so I'm going to look at his tree and see if he got further back. It's very exciting. Nice surprise. Well, there's Julia May Phillips. Julia May. Hold on. That sounds familiar. No? I'm just going nuts. No, it's not Julia. I must be confused just because May. She has another friend named May. Alright, well, I don't know if this would be her. Sometimes people go by their middle name. Maybe I'll do a look at the family trees. Yeah, that's the second person on Ancestry that I found that we didn't know. One of them was kind of cool because my dad's family, a couple of generations back, two of the brothers had a big fight, and no one remembers, like, no one knows what it was about now, but they didn't talk anymore after, and the family kind of split, and we ended up finding, through Ancestry, someone reached out to me, and he had been looking for that side of the family for years and years and years, so that was cool. And then this guy, he's on, again on my dad's side, but on his mother's tree. So it's been interesting. This is not helpful. May Phillips. Oh, I wonder if her middle name is May. There's M. Phelps. It's not even Phillips. Jennifer. Oh, well, welcome. Thanks for reminding me, because your name is different now. Welcome back. a year ago, were we reading Ralph's and George's Diaries? I feel like we've been reading these for a while. All right, well, I guess we'll go back to May Phillips. I don't see her. And here. Okay. Yeah, we're about to finish them. We have this last diary, which is a little bit of 1904, and then he writes a little bit in 1907. We only have a couple of months worth of reading in the diary left, and then we're going to be done with the Slippy Diaries for good, which is bittersweet. It's always exciting to start something new. I have a fun next project lined up, but it's sad. All right, March 6th, got up at 9, took bath, and got breakfast. And wrote to Mr. Downer. Drove out with something to William. Was that Georgia? Maybe. I don't know. He doesn't usually write it so messy, but to William Henning? Oh, okay. Hold on. May Henning was Georgia's friend. Did she marry someone named Philip? Hold on, I have to find the right. I got too many slides here. Okay. May Phillips. May Henning. Spelled like this. No? May Henning is definitely here. May Minnie Henning. Let's see. Is Georgia near... Oh, Phillips! It's her. She married a Phillips. Haha. Is Georgia near Vernon Springs? I don't know. Vernon Springs. I don't think so. Cedar Rapids is over here. Where's Waterloo? Here. They're pretty far, I think. Can we do like a... It's a 24-hour walk. Oh, I guess it's only an hour drive. Yeah, so she is near that. Martha May Phillips. Okay. I'm thinking it might be, unless maybe her, oh, May C. I don't know. I think it's her because they're in Waterloo. May was definitely in Waterloo, and now I'm seeing her husband was a Phillips. And her child was a Phillips too. I don't know by the time she died if she was Phillips, but they might have been divorced. I don't know why I'm thinking that. She didn't come up on any documents or anything. Let me do a little search for her. Samalama Bing Bong! Happy to see you here too. Okay. Find a grave. May Phillips Henning. Yeah, this is her. Okay. Cool. Okay, so that's cool. I can take her picture and I can put it there. And then her dad is William Henning. To take May Phillips. See, sometimes I spend so much time trying to find someone and then the next entry they tell me everything I need to know. We came around by Litchfield. Thank you for looking, Carly, though. I appreciate it. It's always nice to have some help. After dinner, we drove over and saw the hospital and Westfield and got back at 5:30. Wonder if there's a new hospital being built. Why are they seeing the hospital? After supper, talked till 10 and went to bed. Got up at 2:10. Sunday to take the CRI&P train to Cedar Rapids. Okay. March 7th, 1904. Arrived at Cedar Rapids at 3:30. Slept, can't type today, till, some days I'm really good and some days I'm not. Till 6, got breakfast at Metropolitan Hotel. I think we found a picture of that place. Went out to work at 6:30. Took lunch with us. Oh, took lunch with us. Okay. Walked. I'm like, who took lunch with them? Walked back 7 miles in the evening. Jeez. And arrived at 6:45. Wrote to Georgia. Check notes and doctored cold I got today in a cold, damp something wind, northwest, NW, maybe. Oh, it looks like he made his 6s into 7s. Yeah. Oh, here too. Yeah, you're right. What do we think that is? Sometimes he'll give us directions. That's why I'm thinking it might be northwest wind. Went to bed at 10. I don't know. It's kind of weird, yeah. It's definitely a W, but what else would he write before wind other than the direction? That might make sense there. It's not like a full word, so yeah. Okay. Metropolitan Hotel. I feel like Metropolitan Restaurant. We didn't find it? I thought we did. Ah, no. Okay, let's try to find it then. I feel like we did, and maybe I just didn't grab the picture. So he is in Cedar Rapids. So Cedar Rapids Metropolitan Hotel. Old photo. Historic photo. Here. (1910) at the Metropolitan Hotel in the southwest corner. Okay. Present day location of CVS, the large building on the left. Maybe I'll try to find like a more clear picture. Just take that one. Okay. Copy. Well, let's put it anywhere where they have mentioned it. This is like my little scrapbook where I put all my pictures and newspaper articles that I find. It's fun to get to arrange it and rearrange it. I'll just put a little note. Metropolitan Hotel in Cedar Rapids. I want to make it smaller. Okay. Okay. Now that'll be there, so I'll just copy it when I put the other ones in. Okay. Went to bed at 10. March 8th. He's gonna miss my diary birthday too. He's gonna skip it. Got up at 6:45? 35? I don't know. Walked out 7 miles to work and back. Ate an evening. Started back at 4. Could find no place with or in the country to stay. After supper, wrote to Georgia. Seems kind of crazy that they're just finding places to stay the day of. Okay. After supper, wrote to Georgia. And Downer. Checked notes and went to bed at 9:30. Yeah, it seems very stressful. It was a fine day to work. I felt something all day on account of my cold. Firm. I felt fever. Yeah, thank you. Fever. That stinks. He's working sick. Okay, I think that's how hotels and inns worked back then. There would have been no way to make a reservation. Yeah, that's true. They could have called Fluey. Yeah. I just feel like because he's working, his work should be organizing that. That's just like crazy. Couldn't find anywhere to stay. Like, what do you do? Drove out to work 8 miles. Like, I wonder what he did. Maybe he went back to the Metropolitan Hotel. He must have like no stuff with him. Drove out to work 8 miles and back at 6:30. Wrote letters to Georgia and to the folks. Checked up notes and went to bed at 10. Mr. Rafferty. That looks like Dower now, not Downer. We could look him up now that we have his name. So let's look up Mr. Rafferty Dower. Where should we look first? Ancestry? We don't know a birth date. Let's try find a grave first. R. Downer, Indiana. No, he died in 1884. Oh, I didn't narrow it down to Iowa, but let's try newspapers. Rafferty. You thought it was Driver? Driver? Oh, it could be. It could be. Let's go back to another place where he wrote it. Driver. Yeah, for some reason before. Oh, maybe he's no. sometimes he would write like what each person who he was working with did, and driver might have been one of the duties, but like here maybe it's a different person. Could be driver. Mr. Rafferty over. Let's look up driver. And I'm gonna narrow it down to Iowa. And maybe no. Let's look up Rafferty. He's in Cedar Rapids right now, right? Or around Cedar Rapids. Not helpful. Okay, driver. Maybe it's last name Rafferty and driver's the job. Yeah, that's true. It could be. And maybe Mr. Downer is or Mr. Driver even is a completely different person. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to leave driver. Move on. Okay, March 10th. 1904. Drove out to work 11 miles and got back at 5:45. Snowstorm, stopped work at 3:30. Wrote a letter to, yeah, it looks like Downer. This one. I think could be Downer Rafferty, yeah. I don't know. He did say Mr. Downer before, in Georgia in evening. I'll control F and see if he's mentioned him before. To 8 o'clock. And went to 8 o'clock. C. N. Chicago and Northwestern, I think. C. N. W. Train to help Polly with baggage. Yeah, he did. He capitalized baggage, so it's possible driver was just his title. And he just capitalized it for no good reason. And went to bed at 10. March 11th, 1904. Drove out to work in morning. Finished Palisades area about 1:30 probably. He's talking about the afternoon. 1:30 and got back to town at 3:45. Made out expense account. Thank you, Flatland Knitter, for the heart account. And after supper, took a short walk, got magazine, and read a while. Got call from, oh, it could be Donner too. I feel like I was saying Donner last time. Let me just look quick at Downer. I only have 3. That was from today. Donner. Yeah, TB Donner. Okay, so every time he says Downer, I'm going to say it's Donner. Because I think that makes more sense that it's the same guy. TB Donner. TB Donner. TB Donner at Muscatine. So maybe we should look him up. TB Donner, Muscatine. Got call from Donner. And he says it right here, at Muscatine, and arrived. Oh, answered. The telephone. Read till 10 and went to bed. Where do the diaries come from? This is so cool. I love it. Thank you. They come from all different places. I've found a couple on eBay. I've gotten one at an estate sale. These were actually donated to me. I got a series that I was reading on eBay from Iowa. That was a while ago. And then while that was going on, someone donated these to me, a series of 6. So, got a call, answered the phone. Thanks, Ralph. Very informative. I know. He answered the phone. Yeah, so all different places, but these were donated, which is pretty cool. We've had quite a few things sent to us like that. It's always fun. T.B. Donner. It died in 1887, not him. T. Donner. Iowa. Why don't I do this? Let's look it up here. T.B. Donner. Muscatine. What county is Muscatine in? Oh, that's Minnesota. I don't think that's Iowa. Donner, TB. Let's see. List of letters. Remaining uncalled for Ottumwa. Okay, so this is letters that people sent and they didn't come pick them up. All right. Maybe I'll go a little back. Maybe I'll go a little forward. No, that was the only mention of him. Okay. Maybe they use his full name otherwise and we just don't know it. Okay. Well, I guess the other place I could look is here. I have no idea when he was born. That's hard. Any event 1900, I'll say. Let's see what comes up. J.B. Donner? J. Let's see, when does he say T.B. Donner? February 5th. Let's go back and see. Could it be a J? No, it's definitely a T. Benson T. Oh no, that's a different place. Brothers T. Donner? Thomas Benson Downer. Oh, T.B. Downer. It could be Downer all along. Let's see. He was born in Muscatine. He worked at the post office in 1870. No, he didn't. Residence post office. Okay, that's just where his post office was. Never mind. Muscatine in 1880. Muscatine, 1895. 1900, Muscatine. And then 1909, he may have moved. I don't know. This could be him. Let's see what the 1900 census looks like for him. He's a lodger. Civil engineer. That's him. Because Ralph is a civil engineer also. That makes sense. Okay. So, his name is Thomas... What was it? Thomas Benson Downer. This is 1900, this census. Technically, Ralph's diary is 1904, but that's the closest. There might even be... Thank you. Fifi. Oh, nice to see you, Fifi. Sometimes it doesn't work out. Sometimes it's like really hard to find people, but it's always nice when it works out. Thomas Benson Downer. Wait. Could that be him? 1868? Let's see. 1868 to 1945. Yay! Yep. Cool. I love finding pictures. Wow. There's pictures of his whole family. Yay, it's been a while since we've been successful. This is, was it his wife or his sister? His sister. Woohoo! Cool, cool. Okay. Oh, thank you. Carly sent a link. You have to let me know because I don't have the notifications on anymore. Appreciate it. I'm going to copy the link and open it here so it doesn't open in Microsoft Edge. Okay. Oh, there's... Oh, no, that's from before. Okay. Great. Put that here. Hold on. Click on that. Oh, wow. There's a lot. Oh, that's so cool. I love old pictures. He died the day after his birthday. That's sad. I didn't pick up on that. Look at their pants. Their little legs. Yeah, they do look affluent. Which is interesting because he's just a lodger in that census. So maybe... Oh, he died in a fire? I didn't see that either. I was just looking. I'll look back. He was just lodging. But yeah, they do look pretty well off. That is so cool. Amazing. Okay, so I'll grab his picture. Oh, or not. Maybe I'll grab the one from here. And save that. I'm going to put it here for now. And I'll look on here in a second for that other information, but link that for now. Okay. Oh, here. Okay. Brief illness fatal to visitor. Okay, so he died on vacation or just on a visit. Thomas Benson Downer, city engineer of in California. Okay. Died Sunday. At a local hospital. He came to Reno to visit his daughter-in-law. He was taken ill and an operation was performed, but he failed to rally. Civil engineer. He took part in the construction of the aqueduct which carries water from Owens Valley to Los Angeles and was associated with the city of Los Angeles engineering department for many years. For the last 25 years, he'd been a city engineer of Alhambra, community near Los Angeles. He was active in church and civic affairs in the southern town. He was a member of the Methodist Church, the Kiwanis Service Club, and American Society of Civil Engineers. Lodging after being widowed? Really? Oh, yeah. Oh. That is sad. Yep, she died in 1904. Let's try to find her obituary. Oh, now that we know his actual name too, we can do this. Thomas Benson Downer. And remind me to change it in the transcription too, and in the other document. 1900. I don't know. Just put it in random. Thomas Downer. Maybe they don't do Thomas Benson. Yeah, okay. No, Will Thomas Downer. Oh. Okay, this is his daughter. His infant daughter died in 1903. Okay, Mr. Downer is at present engaged in the survey of the proposed Moscow Canal and is boarding at Mrs. Robertson's while work is in progress. So yes, Bear Rai also just commented what I was thinking. He's traveling, he's boarding for work. Oh, that's sad. Okay. So let's look. Yeah, there's a lot actually. 1904. Yep, here she is, formerly a resident here. Death taking place at Los Angeles. Her maiden name was Miss Martha Carpenter. She was a native of Iowa. Having been born at Rock Rapids. While residing here, her health failed, and in June last, she was taken by her husband to California in the hope of bettering her physical condition. Oh, tuberculosis. Oh, that's terrible. So that's how she died. Only 29 years old. That's awful. And then when did he end up remarrying? 1909. So Carpenter. I wonder if it's a relative. Is it her sister? It is. He married her sister. That happened, I guess, a lot back then, but that's so weird. Okay, well, yeah, that's ick. Okay, now I'm gonna go back, and everywhere where it says Donner, I'm going to change because it is Downer. Shouldn't have second guessed myself. Hi, Claude. Come here. Can I pick you up for a second? Oh. Hello. This live has given me some spark to keep researching after being burnt out for a month. Well, that's great. Let him be your inspiration too. The baby. Fluffy baby. He's not hating this. Yes, he is. I need some inspiration. I feel like I haven't been really, I come on and do the lives and I enjoy it, but on my own I haven't been able to do as much. I've been like, just distracted. He really wants to leave. But you're so cute. I want you to just hang out here. Will you do that? No, you don't wanna. Okay. We'll say goodbye. I know, they're so big. They're still little. They're, I think he weighs like 9, maybe 10 pounds. But he's like kind of, skinny. Basil's a little bit chunkier. But yeah, they definitely, they grew. They're 2 now. Okay, now I gotta go on here and change anything on this one. Any downer, oops, to downer. And I should probably make notes somewhere of his full name, but I guess I have his picture linked, so that would be fine. Downer. Okay. Yeah, it has to be on cat terms, exactly. Basil too, she'll come up, but she doesn't like jump on my lap on this chair. This chair is swivelly, so it's just not safe enough for her, I guess. She doesn't like it. Okay. Oh, you know what's interesting? He was traveling to Moscow, and I think that's where, partially where Ralph was working. I don't know. Or maybe he was, I almost said emailing, writing letters about that work. I don't even remember. Who had the messiest handwriting you've ever seen, if you remember? Well, Anglesey, she wrote the 1917 diary that I read. Her handwriting wasn't messy, but it was extremely unique and difficult to read at first, and I learned her handwriting after a while. Like, now I can read it pretty easily, but it was definitely really tough to read. I wonder if I have a sample on here anywhere. Here, actually. That's funny. This is her handwriting. So, like, this says apartment. Her M's and N's are, like, upside down and loopy. So it just looks like E. Like, it's really difficult to read sometimes. But I've definitely, like, just got the hang of it. Like, this here says L-I-N-C. It's Link. Yeah, it is beautiful handwriting. Very unique and very bold. Do I write a diary myself? I keep a 5-year diary, so it's like just a little space each day to write in. I'm not as consistent with it as I'd like to be, but I do. I'm on the second to last year of that, and I do like plan to continue. That's what I do. All right, I think that's it for March. Oh, this is totally the wrong year. Hold on. So many pictures in here. This is the one I want. March. Yeah. March 11th. So then he stops writing. I'm going to have to make like a little note. Stops writing for 1904. Begins 1907 in, was it June? Yeah, June. Okay. So he stopped writing in all of 1904, unless he wrote in another diary, but as far as I know, that was the last from 1904. And then he's going to pick up in 1907. So now it's a little bit confusing because we read, this is what we've read so far of theirs. We read 1895, that was Georgia's diary. 1901 was Ralph's. Oh, thank you, Carly. 1903, we read Georgia's and Ralph's. Then we read 1906 of Ralph. And then I thought we were going back just to 1904. We read a little bit of 1904, so it was like going back in time. And now we are on the last, like the latest diary of his, which is 1907, if that makes sense. Yeah, so what I think happened was, the question was he skipped forward 3 years in, oh, hi on YouTube too. Sorry, I just thought to look. He stopped writing. He must have just like dropped off with the 1904 diary, I don't know, and just stopped writing. Maybe he didn't write in 1905. Then he wrote a diary in 1906. I have no idea why he would start off again in the middle of a diary in 1907, but I don't know. There's a lot of blank pages in between, And there's even some that are erased. It's like impossible for me to see what it says though. I was trying to figure out like what would be a trick that I could try to read some of these. So he stops writing on March 11th, which is what we just finished reading. And then from March 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, it looks like he wrote the diary and then erased it. I don't know if you'll be able on the screen to like see what I mean though. Probably not. It's probably not going to pick it up, but it looks like pencil. Yeah, it's not going to show. It looks like he wrote it in pencil and then erased it. You can clearly see it. And I can get some of the words, but not nearly enough to make any sense of it. If there's imprints, you could try to make... I could try like a rubbing or something, but I don't think it's deep enough. It's like really barely there. I don't know. I could try to scan it and do a high contrast. Trace with paper and pencil. Yeah, it's like it's not enough though to see it. It's really erased. But I can try some of those things. Yeah, it's also really old, that's true. Yeah, I don't know. Like I can make out some words here and there, but he definitely it's weird that he erased it. Okay, well anyways, now we're on June of 1907, which will be a change. Let's try to remember, what was he doing? Like, what was 1906 like for him? So he's married. He started working at another college, right? He's... compiling records. Where is he living? I think he's working for the city of Waterloo. Yeah. Maybe. Oh, he's in the Masons. This is on my website too if you guys want to read it. The 1906 diary. Oh yeah, he's walking around Waterloo doing sewer planning and stuff. We found some of the exact places that he went because he told us very specific locations. He went to a circus, so he's in Waterloo. Oh, and I guess I stopped putting in a lot of pictures, but so that's 1906. So he should still be in Waterloo. Commenced work June 13th. Commenced work for S.A. or I guess that might be a comma and N. As railway as resident engineer. Okay, maybe he's starting this new diary because he's starting a new job. I love telling friends about the dinner party in the sewer. Yeah, that's definitely going to be one of my stickers for my Patreon people. I'm just going to check on Ian's flight and see if he's delayed again or what. Oh, crap. It's delayed another hour. Oh, hold on. This is inactivity. Can you guys hear that horrible, remember it like sang a song? It was like, do, 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 and it so thought it was, inactive. Do you guys remember that? Because it was just silent on here. So maybe they stopped doing the terrible sound. Okay. So he's delayed again. Sounds like a regular old neurodivergent person 120 years or so ago. Yeah, okay, you remember the loud sound, but you didn't hear it now, right? Because I didn't hear it, but I wasn't sure if maybe it, like, sent it to over the... I don't know. Okay, good, good. That was horrible. Okay, spent all day in getting notes and data. Lots. For Miles 17 to 24. INCL? I don't know. Which, including, which were assigned to me. STA, don't know if that means stake station. I don't know. Didn't we figure out what that was a long time ago? 844 plus 80. It's probably plus 80. 21277 plus. Running 8 miles. Oh, this is lovely. We're gonna get more of his very detailed engineer speak, I think. All right. June 14th. $19.07. Oh yeah, probably. Yep. 17 to 24, including the 24th mile, not up to. That's probably what it is. He's very specific. Went from Statesboro to Garfield. Hired Sid Cowart and walked over first 2 miles of line. Sid Cowart. Maybe we should find him. June 15th. Walked over all of line with Sid Cowart. Anyone want to look him up? I'm kind of in a flow. Engaged board for party at Johnson's 3 miles from Garfield. He probably means work party, not... is that the same? Yeah, same page twice. Work party, not party party. June 16th. you just got here and thought I was reporting to Elon what I accomplished this week. No. Yes, this week I walked over all of the line with Sid Cowart. Ralph could definitely report what he did all week. He's very thorough. Hired team to take party out. Usually when he says to take the party out, he's talking about they're working on the railroad and the party is the group of men who's working. You're curious what you're watching. We are reading through an old diary. It's now from 1907. The beginning of the diary was from 1904. But now he's writing in 1907. He is Ralph Slippy. He's up in the corner of my screen. And he's an engineer. He's a railroad engineer and a civil engineer. So he's telling us all about his job and what he's doing. I love history. I have my grandfather's little notebook he kept during the Great Depression. That is a treasure. How did I get these diaries? These specifically were donated to me. I've gotten some from estate sales, from eBay, and quite a few have been donated. Resident engineer. We're about to finish this series, actually. We read through 6 diaries from Ralph and his wife, Georgia. Is that Pennsylvania Railroad? Okay. Oh, he writes his own name. The party, RBS resident engineer. That is Ralph. We can find some of these people probably. Sid Cowart, or maybe it's Cowart with an O. Rod, Joe Kimball, Tape, Joe Joyner, and Henry Williams. Axe. Cross-sectioned S. STA 866 to 874. Oh, including, not line, including 883 to 900 including, I'll just act like I know what I'm typing, commenced board at CP Johnson's. Transit showed up. Okay. This is just Google. I took pictures and uploaded it to Google Drive and Google Docs down here. Nothing special. June 18th. Cross sectioned STA 900 to 934. Does anyone remember what STA stands for? Sid Cowart from Texas, 1927 to 2015. Yeah, maybe he's a relative, but... Oh, hey, Sid. There he is. Sid asked, are your lives saved anywhere like YouTube? Yes, they're on YouTube. Ooh, your birthday's June 18th. Hold up. Happy diary birthday. I have a, like, engineering lingo cheat sheet. I thought it was Station 2, but I just remember that there was something else. Let me just look at it and see if it was in there. Someone else came up with a possible... Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to go find it. Here. Okay. Links. I'm pretty sure I have it in this document. Train survey terminology guide. Let's see. This is why I save things. You never know when it's going to be useful again. Wonder if they knew the Roebling since they were contemporaries and both civil engineers. Possibly. I know, he crossed out the days instead of skipping pages. Static timing analysis. Oh. One too many O's in two. Oh, thanks. Okay. I don't see an STA in here, but it could be. It says station. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sounds like he's rotating what he worked on, possibly the railroad cross members. I have no idea. He obviously knows what he's doing, but it's very confusing for me. He was even giving us at one point like coordinates, places that he worked on, cross-sectioned from, okay, he crossed that out, 844 to and 80. 2866, 873, 2883. Stanchion, it's an upright post that might be useful in railroad terminology. Yes, that makes sense. June 20th. We're gonna get all the way through June. He's not writing a ton. Cross-sectioned from, oh, hey, look, station. It fully says station. And that's why I should just not try to figure things out until later, because he just tells us. 973 including. I think that's the first time he ever fully spelled it out, and he's used that abbreviation a lot. June 21st, tied in lines from station 844. Now he's just going to use it all the time. 2908 and 50. Also, It is fun. Checked line and measure. June 22. Cross-sectioned station 873 to 1005. Sid quit today. What's this? TS? What was Sid doing? Rod. I think I wrote coward over here. No, I did covert. It's definitely A. Okay. You quit, Sid! Oh my god. I wonder why he quit. Oh, let's see. Is there any more? Yeah, there are. Okay. Let's see. Let's do a little... Mr. Sid Cower, what's this? Where are you from? Oh, Australia. I don't think so. Sid the Coward. Was he making a joke with the little annotation? Oh, I don't know. I'll look after. This is Miss. That's not him. Could be that his name is not just Sid. Sydney, or what would Sid be short for? Sid. Cowart. When was Ralph born? We'll just guess. Too many tabs. Oh, I need to get rid of some of these. Okay, Ralph. I forget. $1881. So let's just guess maybe that he's like a little younger than Ralph. I don't know. Maybe 1881 plus or minus 10. Siduni? Is that actually a name? I won't say he was born in Iowa, but maybe I can do like any event. Oh, okay, hold on. Arkansas? Samuel? Oh, Samuel. That wouldn't be Sid. Okay, actually, he wasn't in Muscatine. How do I edit this search? I might have to open it, make it bigger. Hold on. Why is it still saying that? Okay, I'm gonna start over. Search. Sid. Cowart. I keep typing coward. Places he may have lived. Iowa. 1881 plus or minus 10 years. Sadie. Okay. No, that's totally not it. Sid Coward. Maybe it was a fake name. Possibly. Maybe I should look up Cowart. Timon. Maybe. Seems like nothing else is coming up anyway. Well, not in 1907. Maybe I should do like 1906. John. No, nothing. No, I didn't type Sydney specifically, but nothing is coming up for Cowart. I should look on Ancestry though and put Sydney. It could have been his middle name. Yeah, sometimes people in this diary, he's writing their middle name. They go by their middle name. One last place I'll look is here. Can we go to like, there we go. Okay, Sid Cowart. Sydney Cowart, Texas. Oh, there's a few. Sydney Albert Cowart, Georgia. I'm clicking on any that could be him just based on birth year. It couldn't be this guy. He was born in 1902. Sydney Cowart. Let's just take a look and see if there's any. Sydney Kirkus Cowart. He was born in Georgia. He could have traveled for work, but how would we know? Or moved, yeah. But he was born in Georgia and then died in Georgia. I don't know. We could dig into each one of these. Find their obituary, see if it says anything about working on a railroad. But I'm kind of just not feeling that. If you work on a railway, you definitely travel for work. That's true. Well, if anyone wants to look into any of these people, feel free. I'm kind of like not feeling it. But if anyone wants to find Sid, there's a Sydney Cowart born in 1893, a Sydney Cowart born in 1899, and another one in 1899. Delegate, yes. If anybody would like to. Okay. Did he write all of June? June 23rd is blank. Let's see. Maybe we finish out June. Oh, whoops. Tied in line from 9:05 to 10-16 and run in part of curve commencement. What? 10-16 plus 0-4. The commencing at, yes, you're right. Commencing at. That might be an N. Or it might be a 0.2. I don't know. Was one of the Sids born in 1899? Yes. Oh, you're right. That's way too young. Two of them were actually. What am I thinking? I was just thinking 1800s. They're old enough. No, you're totally right. So that actually rules out this Sid and this Sid. So maybe we should look into this Sid, because, wait, how old would he be? Only a few years older? I don't think any of them make sense. you think it's point? Yeah. Well, he could be working at 14. But do you think it's realistic that he would be born in Georgia and then living in Iowa in well, I mean, possibly. Maybe his whole family's there. Sidney Coward. I didn't see him, though. Okay, but I guessed 1881. Let's look up this one specific one and see if we can find it. And he was born in Georgia, right? Right? Is that right? Yeah. Railroad workers were often given free use of the railroad to travel anywhere. Well, he could be, if whatever the rod job is, he could, maybe it's just like manual labor. He could have been young. I don't know. Yeah, maybe Sid, it was a fake name. Or he just wasn't on the books. Shifty Sid, that's what we'll call him. Yeah, I like that. Alright, I'm leaving June 24th like that. I'm getting lazy. I don't know what it means anyway, so. Okay, fine. 4.2, I guess, makes more sense because we don't know what V is. I won't stand for the Sid slander. You're Shifty Sid. No, I'm kidding. Sorry, we'll stop. He hasn't done anything to us. Maybe the work-life balance was really unsustainable and he just had to leave. Tied in line to station 1052. I love this pen. Rerun line 1020 to 1025. Also 1040 to 1075. Rod work, primarily to maintain track stability and ensure proper gauge distance between rails. I'm guessing, but the rod and tape jobs sound like surveying, meaning it's a literal rod he's putting in the ground for measurement. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe it's not that. Sid. June 26th. Ran check levels. 860. I don't know. What do we think? 866? Possibly? I feel like we're helping build this railroad. I know. All right, 866 it is, or 868. 868. Oh, thanks, guys, for all the likes. Thank you for letting me know, Carly. I didn't see that. I don't even think I can see it. Every time I come on here, they change the... Here we are. Okay, now I can see it. They change the format of the, like, what I can see on my screen every time. And it wasn't even there. I had to click on something. Thanks, guys. 868, we'll say. To 1005. Checked. Measurements. 905 to 1039. Hubbed. Cross section. Stakes. 1005 to 995. What's hubbed? Google told me it's a surveyor's assistant who holds rod level and is known as the Rodman. Oh yeah, that's a surname, Rodman. That's interesting. I know, this neat handwriting is a breeze. His handwriting changes a lot over the years, and just depending on what he's writing about. Because I feel like his handwriting was just like this in the 1901 diary when he was just writing down what he was doing on the railroad. He has to be able to read it back, probably. Or other people have to be able to read it to pay him correctly or something. Alright, June 28th. Rained all day. Worked cross-section and platted profile. Or plotted. It looked like an A. All day. Some seems written in pencil. Crazy's how it still shows. Yeah, it's really well preserved for being this old. June 29th. Well, he had crossed this out too, the entire date, so, but I don't know, what else am I gonna do? Worked in office till noon. Mr. Laycock here in morning. In PM, cross-sectioned SCA 1046 to 1070 plus. Looked up drainage of opening at 1140 and also bridge openings of 15 Mile Creek. Went to Garfield in evening. Maybe he went to route it up somewhere else, yeah. Made out payroll. Okay, June 30th. Hold on. Getting ahead of myself. Wrote letters, fixed up cross-section book. If this is what his diary looks like, I wonder... Oh, yes, thank you, you're right. I wonder what his cross-section book looks like. Oh, that's it. Okay. So that's the end of June. Let's see. We have all of July. So they're short entries. So let's see. And pretty much all of August? Yeah. Okay. They're short though. So maybe next time we might even finish. I don't know. We'll see. Because these went by really quick. Being so short. I don't think I'm going to come on next week. Me and Ian are going to go to New Hampshire, and I'm just not sure when exactly. I think the end of next week. So I'll probably be in New Hampshire and not able to come on to the live. But I'll let you know. If things change, I'll post that I'm coming on if we don't end up going. But oh, I'm glad you found us too, Sid. Yeah, we love going up to New Hampshire. We go to the White Mountains. Let's see. So I guess there's nothing to put in for a live event next week because I'm just not sure. I would hate to put it up there and then not show up. So if you want notifications, if you go to my TikTok and press the little bell, that could maybe give you notifications. Sometimes it doesn't work though. So you can also join my Discord. I have a free Discord where I send notifications. Like today I went live on Wednesday instead of Thursday. Usually it's Thursday. So I sent a little reminder there. That's the only place I really have control over when I put a control over notifications. I'm getting distracted, sorry. And thank you, Sam. It was nice to see you again. Been out so couldn't join. That's okay. That's okay. I always put the replays on YouTube. Oh, thank you. Oh, you're from New Hampshire too. Cool. Well, so I probably won't be on next Thursday. I'll let you guys know. Maybe I'll come on earlier in the week just as like a little extra thing. We don't have any more letters to sort. I was coming on to do those, but I have those all sorted. I'm like taking pictures of them, but that's really not interesting to watch. Yeah, I don't know. The place to be would be the Discord if you want. If I do come on, like randomly, I'll announce it there. Any news from Ralph? Well, we finished the 1904 portion of the diary, and he was just working on, like, a dam. Yo, bro. He was working on planning out a dam, and then he stopped writing, and then picked up in June of 1907. So a few years later, we already read the 1906 one, so it's kind of confusing, but a few years later, he came and wrote about railroad work. That's what we're reading now, so it's kind of back to boring railroad work. Still going live on Thursdays. Yes, 6 p.m. I just changed it today because I have plans tomorrow, and I won't be home in time. So that's why I'm on Wednesday this week. But I'm sticking with Thursdays moving forward. I just don't know. Next week might be not happening. Okay? All right, guys. Well, I might not see you next week, but I'll see you the Thursday after. Have a great week or two. Happy summer to everybody who's a teacher or who has kids who are now out of school. I guess to everybody too. It's summer for everybody, but it's exciting summer vacation for us. All right. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a good night. Cross your fingers that Ian gets home. See you next Thursday, yeah. All right. Oh, Ian boarded. Good. He's on the plane. So I shall see him tonight. All right. Bye-bye, everybody.